Marketing, the 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 marketing. Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Mag Show. Today, we are going to be talking about Microsoft's image problem, PR problem, and certainly their marketing problems, and how they can be fixed, and why they don't seemingly want to fix it. I don't get it. But either way, here we are. Let's get right into this. This is an opinion piece of mine mixed in with a whole lot of fact as well. Over the last week or so, we've seen what's happened with Microsoft, and we've seen the image being basically kicked into the dirt. And it's not just by like some a small sect of YouTubers or some people on social media. It's everybody. And you could see it. There's very, very, very little positive spin on their brand right now. But it can be fixed, or at least attempted to be fixed. You've got products that people want to play, and you don't seem to advertise them. I'm not asking you to be at halftime on an NBA court. I'm not asking you to always be on the side murals of a New York City subway. I don't need you always to be on the side of a building in Dubai, but do something. Do anything. Anything is better than almost nothing. I have asked the community. I said, listen, I have YouTube Premium, so I don't get advertisements. But I've asked people who do not have YouTube Premium. I said, guys, are you guys seeing anything? Are you seeing any advertisements? They say sparingly they see Call of Duty, but they don't see anything else. And I've asked, and I've looked myself, and I don't see anything. You've got Ninja Gaiden coming out in 12 days. Ninja Gaiden 4. You've got The Keeper coming out in 8 days. You've got Outer Worlds 2 coming out in 15 days. You've got Call of Duty coming out in 36 days. So basically within a month span, you have these 4 titles coming out. The Keeper, I understand it's a smaller title made by Double Fine. However, Double Fine has a long history of releasing very good quality, unique experiences. Work with that. Get a marketing team out there and start spinning this stuff out and say, from the makers of the Game of the Year nomination, Psychonauts 2, comes The Keeper. Something. But nothing. You've got Outer Worlds 2, which, by the way, they were going to charge $80 for. Remember that. They were going to charge $80 for that game. Now, it's either they were just trying to charge $80 for the sake of charging $80 because they saw what Nintendo was up to, or they had a lot of confidence in the product. Either way, the game comes out in 15 days from an incredibly good studio, Obsidian. A lot of people love Obsidian. The John Travolta thing. Look. Okay, where is it? Are you going to wait till 3 days before the game comes out and then you're going to start talking about it then? Available tomorrow. That's not good enough. I know I'm not the only one who said this. A lot of people in the media space have said it. A lot of YouTubers have said it. A lot of people have said it on social media as well, criticizing Microsoft this generation for not showing anything. And when they do show something, it's far too late. You've got to build up anticipation. Obsidian are masters of their craft. I wasn't a huge fan of the first one, funny enough. I gave it about 5 or 6 hours and it just wasn't grabbing me. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to play the second one. I'm going to give the second one a whirl because sometimes the first experience may not grab you, but the second may. Right? Show it. Do something. They've got a lot of humor in that company. I said that first trailer, their reveal trailer, funny as hell. Lean into that. But they don't seem to be leaning into anything. And that's a major problem. And outside of a very concentrated group of people, the hardcore, nobody else even knows this exists. I asked around for the casual gamer. I do that. You ever heard of Outer Worlds 2? No. Like nothing. So then do something about that. Get it out there. Educate your customers. And show them the game. Do a state of play style thing that Sony does. Or what Nintendo does. Concentrate on the game. Show exactly what's happening here. And even though you've shown commercials and stuff before, it's not enough. You've got to get it out into the zeitgeist of the general public. If you're trying to grow a brand, if you're trying to retain what you already have, or you want more engagement, you cannot do that by sitting on your hands. You have to be very proactive, and they're not doing that. Ninja Gaiden 4. I know this new generation has no idea what Ninja Gaiden is. I can tell you that right now because I asked my kids. Perfect demographic, right? For your future. 12 years old, 10 years old. They have no idea what Ninja Gaiden is. I asked their friends at school. You guys know what Ninja Gaiden is? No. They have no clue. So you know what? You can't just market it to 50-year-olds or 40-year-olds who actually played Ninja Gaiden back in the day, decades ago. I know they dropped Ninja Gaiden Black into Game Pass earlier this year after the developer direct, and then they've got Ninja Gaiden Black 2 coming out, I think this month, a few days before Ninja Gaiden 4 drops. That's not enough. Do a legacy trailer. Do a legacy trailer and show where it started, how it started, the story thus far, or whatever you want to do, and then build it up and say, well, here we are now. And then you show Ninja Gaiden 4. And people will be like, man, that's pretty cool. Put it everywhere. Get people out there interested, but you can't get people interested in something that they're not seeing. And you can't just advertise to the group of people that are already there. That doesn't make any sense. They're already there. You're trying to bring outside people in. Why do you think they have trailers for movies? For fun? Or commercials on TV for fun? We all know what Budweiser is. We all know what Coca-Cola is. But when I watch the NFL or Major League Baseball, every second commercial is that anyway. They keep putting it out there and putting it out there and putting it out there. Who the heck doesn't know what Coca-Cola is? But they do it over and over and over and over so it gets in your noodle. But you're not doing anything. Once again, doing nothing. Moving on to Call of Duty. Now, listen, the Call of Duty thing, yes, you're going to see a little bit more of that. And of course, I played the beta. We're going to talk about that tomorrow, by the way. I have a comparison video of my Battlefield 6 beta impressions and my Black Ops 7 beta impressions. That video is coming tomorrow. We'll talk about that in detail. However, today, we're going to be talking about how Battlefield 6, thus far, has been eating Black Ops 7's lunch. Look at the engagement numbers. Look at the concurrent player numbers on Steam, for an example. I mean, I know that doesn't represent the entire gaming community, but it does represent a portion of the community. When you've got Battlefield 6 having almost 5 times the amount of concurrent players than Black Ops 7, and this is one of your biggest IPs that you own, you spend billions of dollars on this. Face it head on. Lean into it. Show them why your product is so awesome. Put an Eminem video and whatever, and then throw it out there and then talk about it and this and that. Do something. Do big events in Las Vegas. I don't know. Whatever you got to do, just do something so that it gets people hyped up for the game. Because right now, everybody's just talking about Battlefield 6, and pretty much that's it. The only news that I've seen from Black Ops 7 is not good news. So really lean into it. Make more sizzle reels. Get it out there. Get the kids excited. I know it's an M-rated game. What does that mean? Because all those kids that aren't supposed to be playing M-rated games will all be playing GTA 6 the minute it drops. It's no excuse. Get it out there. As they said in ancient Rome, to the emperor inside the Colosseum, the crowd is fickle, brother. You can sway and persuade them. Show them why you have a great product. You raised Game Pass to $30 and instead you don't talk about it? The only thing you did was address a fake rumor. You didn't talk about the increase in price. You don't have to really go into detail. But for the people that are still there and the other people who are stacked until Stardate 3156 when Captain Kirk is flying over the earth, right? And you're still stacked on Game Pass for the next 3,000 years, that's fine. You do whatever you got to do. Whether you're paying by the month or whether you're stacked from here to eternity or you decided to cancel the subscription service, there's like, show these people why they should be there. Put together a sizzle reel of those 4 games that I just mentioned. That's not all the games. There's going to be other games in there as well. But show those 4. Those are your premier titles that you're trying to show and you're trying to sell and you're trying to peddle to the customer. But you don't seem to be doing anything at all. And sitting on your hands is not very proactive. Silence speaks volumes. And maybe they will do an advertisement here and there. Maybe there will be a marketing push, but it's already... The clock is ticking, folks. Outer Worlds in 2 weeks. You should have already been on top of that. A month ago, not now. People are being bombarded with quality games right now, and you're not saying a damn word about yours. Nothing. This is a problem that has been persistent with this company for this entire generation, even into the last generation. More so this one because your focus has been more Game Pass this generation, and so therefore, you should be working more on that. These are just some of my thoughts. Have you guys seen marketing? Tell me in the comments section. Have you seen marketing? Significant marketing. I haven't. But either way, have yourself a great day. We'll talk to y'all real soon. Stay magnificent and have a great day.